Hey, welcome back to Notes Edition. I'm going to read another note off of my phone. Today's note is called, "Is now a good time to buy Bitcoin?" At every possible phase of each Bitcoin cycle, we inevitably ask ourselves, is now a good time to buy Bitcoin? Well, it depends. What do you need it for? Why are you buying Bitcoin right now? If you need Bitcoin to store value over the next 10 years, then yes, it's always a good time to buy if your investment thesis plays out as anticipated. If you need the price to double or triple within the next few months, then maybe it's time to reconsider what you're buying, why you're investing, and what your risk tolerance is. You won't build long-term wealth in Bitcoin if you can't hold through the highs and the lows. Historically, Bitcoin has always recovered a price crash within 5 years or less. If this pattern perpetuates, it's not a problem if you happen to buy at the worst possible time, as long as you can wait years for it to recover without selling. The shorter your runway, the higher your risk. If I gamble with rent money, my investment has to produce a return within that month or I lose. I might be forced to cash out at an inopportune time to pay rent or decide not to cash out and have to move out of my place. Either way, I lose if I gamble with such a short runway. If my investment horizon is 10 years, the probability of my investment doing well is exponentially higher because there's more time slots available for its success. The runway is a lot longer, meaning more opportunities to gain momentum before lifting off. Knowing when to invest, what to invest in, and how much to invest is a balancing act. Before investing your hard-earned money, you should be able to answer the following questions with precision and conviction. Why is this a worthwhile investment? What percentage of my disposable income can I afford to tie up in this investment? How long can I survive if something unexpected happens to my income or to my portfolio? Here's how I'd answer these questions personally. Why is Bitcoin a worthwhile investment? Bitcoin is arguably a better form of money and has proven itself in predictably outpacing inflation. As a store of value, Bitcoin protects my purchasing power. How much can I afford to tie up in buying Bitcoin, money that otherwise could be spent on things I enjoy? Well, to be honest, some months are tighter than others. Sometimes after paying bills, there's not much margin to invest. In other months, I can invest a couple hundred or a couple $1,000s here and there. Ideally, I'd be able to invest 15% of my monthly income on a regular basis, more when possible. So how long can I survive without touching this money? Honestly, not as long as I'd like. In order for me to have a fully funded emergency fund of 3 to 6 months of expenses, I'd need to set aside $20,000 to $30,000 in cash in order to have liquid funds as needed, just in case my monthly income fell through. So right now, that's one thing I'm working on personally, trying to expand the buffer between life circumstances and my portfolio. The one thing I have control over is how much I spend on my quality of life. Sadly, I don't get to set the price of the life I want, but I do get to choose which life package I'm willing to shell out for. Ironically, deferring the lifestyle I prefer in the moment allows for my investment pathway to enable that lifestyle more sustainably into the future. Spending every dime I make ensures that my current lifestyle is the highest it will ever be. Is now a good time to buy Bitcoin? Yes, but only if you use it to enhance your long-term survival. And that's today's note.